We are getting really close to the end of our Fusion Essentials series. Up until now, we've really just created a part and dimensioned it and extruded it. Now, what we're going to do is create components. And what we'll do with the components eventually is we're going to put them together in assemblies. And we'll use joints for that, which will be in the next video. For now, you can see the parts on your screen. Those are the ones that we want to create. So I'm just going to start with the red rectangle here. So it's 1 by 2 and it's 0.5 inches thick. So let's go to Fusion. Let's go ahead and remember good practice, right? So we're going to save and we're going to call this Lesson 9 Components. And make sure we're in the Fusion Essentials folder and click Save. Now, really, the only big difference to this is rather than start drawing, we're going to actually start a new component. And that is over here under the Assemble tab. The new component icon is the staircase with a green plus symbol. If that's not showing up, you can always go to Assemble and say New Component. Before we move forward, though, let's go ahead and toggle that data panel so we have more screen real estate. So I'm going to say New Component. And for the name, I'm going to call this one Rectangle. And we'll click OK. Now you'll notice over here, we have the title, and it's no longer just a solid shape. It's actually an assembly icon itself. And then it created our rectangle file. So here we go. For now, we just create the part. So I'm going to start with that front plane. And I'll say, all right, well, we know that we had a rectangle. I'll just draw it for now. I'll look back at the picture. It's 2 inches by 0.5 inches tall and a 1 inch width. So 2 by 0.5 is probably what I'll do, and then I'll extrude at 1 inch here. Okay, so dimension, we'll make this be 2. We'll make this side be 0.5, and I'm going to extrude it, so press E, and it's going to be 1 inch. So when we orbit, there's that first piece. Let's go ahead and stick with the colors too. So this is red. So I can press A for appearance. And that's all I'm really doing here. I'm not really applying a property. I'm just going to go to paint. And I'm going to go to glossy. And these are the default paints. And this one was red. So I'm going to drag that over and place it down. We'll say close. Okay, so component 1 is done. Let's take a look at the next one. It's this green cylinder. So it's a diameter of 1 inch. And so I'm going to make a circle that's 1 inch, and I'm going to extrude it at 1.5. So let's do that. Here's the key. I need to activate the entire assembly now. So I go up here and see that little radio button. I click it. Now I'll go back up to New Component, and instead of Component 2, I'll call it Cylinder. And you see now that it's come down here. All right, so let's go ahead and draw the cylinder. So there's the sketch. I like to stay in that same plane, and I think I'll draw the circle. The circle had a diameter of 1 inch, and then we extruded it. It should be 1.5 inches. So something like that. Let's go ahead and look at that color. And that is supposed to be green. So let's go back in there. A for appearance. Let's remember, we're in the paint section, and then we went to glossy. There's the green. We'll drag it over. Our next one is a 1 inch cube. So that one should be fairly simple. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of, a 1 inch cube. Now I'll close this. Remember, before we move on, we're going to go up here to the top, and we're going to activate the whole assembly. That's a really big deal that we do that. If we don't, what's going to happen is these parts are going to come in under the previous part. And instead of this being linear, this is going to go right down like this. Okay, so New Component. This was going to be called a cube. Click OK. Then Sketch. Click that front plane to keep us happy. We'll draw a rectangle. And we know it's 1, tab 1. And then we can extrude it. And I'll press E, and I'll make that 1 inch as well. Let's see what color that was. Blue. All right, so A for appearance. And then drag blue over. Click close. And let's reactivate the entire assembly. So we have right now those three parts, or three components rather. Our last component is a sphere. It's a 1.25 diameter sphere. So it's different than things we've used to, but I think we can handle this. So 1.25 and it's yellow. So remember, before I start sketching, new component, right? And we'll call this sphere and click OK. Same thing, sketch, and then we'll click the front plane. Well, it's a little different here, but we can handle this. I'm going to draw a circle just somewhere, and we're going to make it 1.5. Now I'm going to take my line tool. And notice I kind of start in the center of this thing, but then I move my mouse up here to the top and just draw it through. The reason I start in the center is it really helps do the extents and makes this job a little bit easier. All right, so I'm going to click Finish Sketch because instead of extruding, I'm going to do a revolve this time. So Finish, and here's Revolve. Remember, we've used that before. So there's Revolve. I'm going to click for my profile either side. It doesn't really matter. Now for my axis, I'm going to click that center line, and we'll click OK. Now this one was yellow, so we're going to make the appearance yellow. So A for appearance. And we're going to go down and grab the yellow paint and drag it over. We'll click close. And remember, we will activate the entire thing. Before we exit this, let's talk about this little anchor over here. The anchor means it's grounded. So what that means is just like if you were grounded, you have no freedom. You can't move. So watch. If I grab the green or the blue or the yellow, I can move those anywhere. If I grab the red and try to drag it, it's not going to move. The reason it was grounded is because it was the first component we created. What I'd really like to do, I'm going to undo these and put those back into linear format for us. I'm going to right click on rectangle and get rid of that anchor. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose unground from parent. And now if we grab that, we can move it anywhere. I'll go ahead and press undo, and I'm going to home the entire thing, and we're going to save it. This is actually what you will show your teachers. So you'll call them over and you'll show them this part, and that's how you'll get graded. So this is kind of a pass-fail thing.